Hey everyone, this is Yvonne Arnold, and you're listening to Martinis Mentors, the Final Sip Friday edition, where I talk to real estate industry leaders or just riff on my own observations about what's happening in the real estate space. Today, I'm going to give you my thoughts on why I believe the majority of real estate agents are being completely led down the wrong path and why. I've been watching what a lot of real estate coaching is pushing right now, and honestly, it's not wrong. It's just not working for the majority of agents. Listen, number one thing I'm seeing a lot of is the whole AI tech be everywhere kind of thing. Everyone's talking AI, AEO, Google Profiles, Claude, ChatGPT, visibility. And yeah, those things matter. But here's the problem. Most agents don't have a repeatable system behind any of it. So what happens? They dabble. They don't build anything. AI doesn't create appointments. You doing the work does. If you don't have follow-up tracking and consistency, you've just got really fancy distractions. Here's an example. I was on my coaching calls this week and my weekly mastermind that I host, and I asked all the clients, how often are they truly inside their CRM? Answer, maybe once a week. Keep in mind, these are middle to high performers. Once a week, they're running their business willy-nilly from texts and emails. Does this sound like you? And yet, some coach is out there telling them to build a prompt or a spreadsheet or report on Claude. Nothing against it. We all know what happens then, though. You have just entered the twilight zone of the black hole of AI, no different than social media posting. It's the newest, latest, greatest distraction for our industry. But everyone thinks the person teaching it is the next Jensen Huang. Tech should support your business, not be your hobby. Now, the next thing I'm hearing about is production systems and accountability. That's kind of an old one, isn't it? Scripts, prospecting, daily accountability. We've heard it. Guess what? We ignore it. However, these systems absolutely work. I've seen them work for decades. I'm a success story from them. However, let's call it like it is. Most agents won't do it long enough. They start strong, and then what? Well, it gets uncomfortable. They're having to change their language and what they say. So they stop right before it would have worked. If you're going to spend money having someone tell you how to use and learn a script, track your numbers, or that every elusive hold me accountable dream, then the first thing you better do is commit to actually doing the work every single day with focus. That means you can't be playing around on AI at 9 a.m. every day. You need to use the scripting, tracking, and accountability you say you wanted to connect with new buyers and sellers daily. Listen, the system isn't broken. It's your commitment and consistency that is. Discipline beats motivation every single time in this business. Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about today is the coaching around mindset and be the CEO. There's a ton of mindset talk in our industry. It's like we're always in a therapy. I don't know. Think like a business owner. Level up your identity. Again, true, but very, very incomplete. Because mindset doesn't close escrows. Conversations do. Follow-up does. What else? Contracts. What a concept. The only mindset that needs to be in place to succeed in this business is for you to show the hell up. There are so many agents in our industry who truly wake up in the morning and are not even prepared or ready to put a deal together. They aren't even thinking about where their next paycheck is coming from, much less the mindset around being a CEO. If you're feeling this podcast right now, then I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for calling you out. However, it's not your fault. You've been sold a bill of goods. Somehow magically, you'll sit in a seminar, watch a webinar, get pumped up, and then go sell 30 houses this year. You've been lied to. That mindset doesn't sell houses. It supports a behavior. And if you haven't decided to change your behavior, starting with when you wake up in the morning, there is no coach on this planet who can give you a magic message that will transform you from one stage or one Zoom video. Here's what I think is really going on. Most coaching is built for top producers, but it's sold to agents who are still trying to get consistent income. That is a giant disconnect and gap. Advanced strategies without basic systems equals total frustration. And I know you have felt lots of frustration recently, overwhelmed by all the things people say you should be doing. But here's the truth. You don't need more ideas. You need fewer that you are actually going to implement and truly build the process behind them. If you're not where you want to be right now, don't go chasing more shiny pennies and getting sold on the latest, greatest, whatever. Get back to your basics: conversations, appointments, and follow-up. And using a simple CRM and creating a habit to do it daily. That's the business. It's truly that simple. Scary, right? And if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, I've got pieces of this, but nothing is truly working, none of it connects, well, that's exactly what I help agents fix. So I'm Yvonne Arnold, and you've been listening to Martinis Mentors. If you want to hear more about my work, you can go to my website, YvonneArnold.com. I'd be happy to help. Just reach out and keep listening. Cheers. If you got value from today's episode, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a round of real talk and real estate wisdom. And if you're loving the show, leave a review. It helps more people like you find us. Until next time, keep shaking things up, stay profitable, and always remember, a great real estate business is like a great martini, well crafted, smooth, and best enjoyed with good company. Cheers.